Hello everyone. Today is Saturday, August 30, which means yesterday was the last trading day of August. In August, the market closed at 299.7. So, as I said, since March high, market fell 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 months, right? Market usually falls 2, 3, 5, 6, and then 10 time units. So next month, September, would be 6 months. So it is important that natural gas turned by next month. Otherwise, there's a risk of falling up to 10 months, which would be January next year, right? So that is why I made a title, Make It or Break It. We are indeed at that moment. If we look at closely, weekly, it has been 10 weeks since June 11th week high. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So as I said, it's 2, 3, 5, 6, 10, 12, and then 18. So by next 2 weeks, it will be 12 weeks. So ideally, natural gas should turn by within 2 weeks. Otherwise, there's a chance of correcting 18 weeks, which means which exceeds 6 months, right? So then there's a risk of falling until January, right? So that's why by next month, and more specifically by within 2 weeks, natural gas should turn, right, and then go up, right? As a reminder, I'm very comfortable of not doing anything in the next 1 year at least, possibly 2 years. The reason is, as I said many times, I'm trading these two patterns, right? So monthly bullish and another smaller monthly bullish, right? And these like long-term monthly patterns, they tend to play out well. Although, trading, we cannot guarantee anything in the next trade, right? But over large sample size, the trade works. But I found in like long-term trading, like monthly, like this, it played out quite well, right? Even like this trade, the trade that we are in now, it played out quite well. The reason is it's not only one factor that formed this pattern, like monthly pattern, right? For short-term pattern like an hourly chart or even daily, only a small factors can affect and then form that pattern. But these like monthly patterns, probably thousands of factors, right, cause this pattern to be formed, right? So one or two factor or a few factors doesn't affect the outcome that easily. So that's my opinion. So that's why the long-term pattern tends to work out better. So this long-term pattern, and as I said in the previous earlier video, not just immediate previous earlier video, the target, right? My minimum target is somewhere around here, right? 17, almost $18, right? That's by 2028 January, and that's minimum. So if we look at this channel, the maximum could be around 45, right? 43, around $45, right? This is just a rough estimate, guesstimate, in fact. But the minimum tends to work very well in the long-term forecasting. So let's see, at least around $18 and possibly $45, probably somewhere in the middle, right? It may end up somewhere in the middle. So that is why I'm very comfortable with doing nothing in the next at least 1 year, right? But as I said a few times, I'm curious how we get there, right? So at this point, we are at break it or make it point, okay? Also, okay. Now, if we compare this bull market, I consider February 2024 is the bottom, which is 152, right? And I consider the bear market ended. This bear market started in 2022, right? August. It ended, right? And then we made the first move or first wave, and then March we pulled back for 5 months, possibly 6 months. Initially, I thought this one was the first wave, and then second, and then third. But then in April's low penetrated the high of this wave one, right? So that negates, right? So now this whole thing is the wave one, right? I like to compare with the previous bull market, right? So this one is wave one, wave two, wave three, wave four. Notice this low doesn't touch high of the wave one, and then wave five, right? So we have a much bigger wave one here, and then we made wave two, right? Like this one. And then wave three is not the shortest. It never shortest. So probably, right? Most likely, we may go more than this move starting from here. Yeah. So yeah, another reason I'm comfortable with doing nothing. Okay, so and then the short-term trade. As a reminder, I'm long for long-term trading. I'm using DVN, Devon Energy, and then for short-term trading, I'm using ETF. Right. The short-term trade that I'm in is based on bullish bullish butterfly-like pattern, XA, B, C, D, and then target was around B point, a little bit below B point, 334. Now, the fact that this I didn't get stopped out, right? My stop was 265 on a closing basis, right? It means this can go further, right? So I'm raising my short-term target, not here. So yeah, somewhere higher, right? And in fact, I'm comfortable with even the short-term target. I'm comfortable with $5. Okay, but let's see whether we get there. It may not get, no, it won't get there like in a few weeks. Yeah, let's see. Probably takes a few weeks at least. And then long term, right? So we have, as I said in my earlier videos, we have this static resistance here, right? And then static support here. And on top of that, we have dynamic support, right? This is a breakout channel support. and breakout line support, right? And another breakout line support, channel support, and breakout line support, right? Sorry, resistance. So this is resistance, this is resistance, resistance, right? So we have a dynamic resistance, meaning as time goes by, the value changes along this resistance. So to me, as a long-term trader, this is more important, the dynamic resistance. Okay, so if market turns by September, and probably by within 2 weeks, then first it has to go above this downtrend line resistance, right? And then I'll keep checking, keep monitoring this resistance, right? Breakout line resistance and breakout channel resistance, right? And then adjust my if for short term, if I want to get out, then I will get out somewhere around the resistance. But for long term, as I said, I'm comfortable with doing nothing for at least 1, possibly 2 years. And now the Devon Energy, right? So Devon Energy, so this one I use it for long-term trading. Notice the price gets support around this line, right? This is the support I draw this morning. And if we look at big picture, okay, sorry. This is the uptrend line, right? So that's one thing. Another thing is if we measure the retracement, right? This is a 618, so 33.45. This area is 618 retracement, right? So this one has a 2 strong support, and it got supported a few times, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times. And then we are about to break out, right? In fact, it broke out, right? So let's see it holds, right? And then not only this natural gas market, right? So we are at a very interesting time. Many markets are about to move. So let's look at oil, right? Remember, we have the break line support, right? So this is the first time, and then when it reaches this support again, oil got supported, right? And then since then it bounced, and then it met the resistance, and then it pulled back a little bit, still within this falling wedge type of bullish pattern, right? So we are about to move either this way or this way, right? So at a critical moment, again, my take is it will go upside, right? Because this is a bullish pattern. And then it got support here, this break line support. And then gold. Gold has been consolidating since April high, right? So, and then it kind of formed coil or triangle type, right? Like this, right? And then it broke out, right? Out of this triangle, right? If we look at weekly closer, it has a kind of different, we can look at this way, like rising triangle, right? This is rising, right? This line is rising, right? Again, it's bullish, right? It's about to break out. And silver. Silver is also, it's 39.69, closed yesterday. If you look at the big picture, right, it doesn't tell much, right? This is we can see like a bowl pattern, right? Some say this is a cup with handle, right? If we look at closing price basis, right? Look at here. This is the all-time high, right? So we are still in third quarter, right? So let's see how this plays out. If September closes higher than this one, what is it, 37.58, then it's a multi-decade breakout, right? At a quarterly basis. So looking pretty good. VIX. See, VIX is kind of suppressed. It's about to go up, right? It's breakout. Right? Look at this. Every time near this support area, it like explode higher, right? Like spike high. So we may get one of these, like one this or this or this or this, right? So there's a chance of spiking for VIX. And conversely, if we look at the equity markets, right? Oh, it's so messy. Okay, let me see. So we see a bearish pattern, right? This is bearish butterfly, right? So it's bearish here. And Dow is also bearish. S&P is also bearish, right? So all the markets that I'm following are about to move. So that's why I think this move may be big and could be sustainable, right? And the direction is natural gas up, right? Natural gas up, oil up, gold up, silver up, yeah, VIX down, sorry, VIX up, and then equity markets down, right? Oh, I forgot dollar index. So dollar index, right? So here, you see this break line support here, right? This is support. It got first time support, and then it broke. Support is broke, right? Temporarily for 1 month, and then the next month it immediately bounced back, right? So this is what I mean by bear trap, right? So let's see if this line holds going forward, August and September, right? So if it indeed holds continuously, then this is what I mean by bear trap, right? So dollar. So in addition to this break line support, we have a traditional uptrend line support, right? So dollar is bullish too. So yeah, speaking of bear trap, here I am, if market turns in September, right? We got a pretty good bounce here, right? So let me get rid of this. We got pretty good bounce in August. Natural gas fell this much, but got support in uptrend line here, right? And then bounce back. And then remember I told you this head and shoulder, right? Neckline. So we have a head and shoulder neckline, right? It got broken and then immediately bounced back, right? So which is a very good encouraging sign, right? So head and shoulder bearish pattern didn't play out, right? Um, so bear trap, sorry. So in September, if market bounce back, and ideally if it goes above this one, only August fell below this breakout channel support, right? So that would be the bear trap, but we haven't get there yet. Okay, so I'm curious how this plays out. Okay, so yeah, so that's it for today. Be careful out there. Cheers.